Chosen One, look at them now. Those who gathered against you, crafted elaborate lies and circulated false documents. They're looking absolutely stupid as the truth emerges. They're feeling worse with each passing day as their karma comes crashing down. That whole community they rallied, those false accusations they spread, those spiritual attacks they launched, all based on fabricated information. Now they stand exposed, their credibility shattered, their true motives revealed. They took action against a chosen vessel without realizing who they were really dealing with. Now they're paying the price for targeting someone divinely protected. The audacity of these creatures knows no bounds. Documents falsified with meticulous attention to deception. Evidence altered to frame your divine nature as something sinister. Statements fabricated to twist your intentions into something unrecognizable. Receipts manipulated to substantiate claims that existed only in their delusional minds. Their lies spread like poison through the veins of your community. Underground networks hummed with fabrications designed to destroy what they could never understand. Your light threatened their darkness, so they manufactured an alternate reality where you deserved destruction. Such pathetic, desperate measures betray the fear that drives them. The documents disintegrate under scrutiny. The evidence collapses under its own contradictions. The statements unravel when confronted with timeline inconsistencies. The manipulated receipts fail authentication tests. Their desperation becomes their undoing. The weapons they forged against you turn in their hands, cutting deep into their own flesh. Their false information campaign doesn't merely fail, it implodes with spectacular force, leaving them standing in the debris of their own creation, looking completely stupid as their evidence crumbles and their credibility bleeds out. A legion of lower vibrational beings gathered, united only by their blindness to truth. These followers, these attack dogs, barked and snapped at your heels without once questioning the orders they received. They operated on instruction, never verification. They accepted lies as gospel because the truth required a level of consciousness they hadn't achieved. They spread slander across physical and spiritual realms based entirely on claims they never bothered to confirm. The words due diligence remained foreign to their vocabulary. They performed spiritual attacks without justification, sending energy weapons against a divine being whose protection they couldn't comprehend. They flung themselves against a fortress built by forces beyond their understanding. We watched them move as a mindless collective, each member surrendering individual discernment to join the hive of hatred. Their eyes glazed with the intoxication of righteous indignation, an emotion manufactured for them by puppeteers who knew exactly which strings to pull. Now reality crashes through their delusion. The strings become visible. The manipulation reveals itself. The foolishness of their position stands stark against the backdrop of emerging truth. They placed their reputations, their energy, and their spiritual standing behind a campaign built entirely on fabrication. Their embarrassment radiates across dimensions. Their shame forms a cloud visible to those with eyes to see. They stand utterly foolish for believing such obvious lies, for joining such a transparent attack, for allowing themselves to become weapons in a war declared under false pretenses. The veil tears away, their deception exposed with merciless clarity for everyone to witness. Truth rises like the dawn, unstoppable, inevitable, blinding in its intensity. The illusions they constructed so carefully dissolve in real time, melting, like fog under the sun's direct gaze. They constructed a house of illusion and invited others to live there. Now they watch as the walls disappear, leaving them standing exposed in open terrain with nowhere to hide. The community that once validated their attacks now witnesses their humiliation. The audience that once applauded their accusations now watches their credibility dissolve. They look stupid, standing in the light of truth, squinting, disoriented, attempting to shield eyes unaccustomed to such brightness. Their darkness adapted. Vision fails them completely in the presence of undiluted reality. The truth they fought so hard to suppress now illuminates every corner of their deception. Feel the tremors of their panic. Their physical bodies register the collapse of their illusory world before their minds fully comprehend what's happening. Emotional pain courses through their nervous systems as reality dismantles their carefully constructed narrative. Cold sweat forms, hearts race, breath shortens. The biological response to imminent destruction activates in full force. Confusion scrambles their thoughts as carefully crafted schemes unravel faster than they can repair them. The story they told themselves, the justification for their attacks, disintegrates under the weight of emerging evidence. Cognitive dissonance creates a mental earthquake that leaves no thought standing. They feel triggered and bothered at levels that transcend ordinary discomfort. Their very identity, built around the righteousness of their position against you, faces existential threat. Without this narrative, who are they? What purpose drives them? What community accepts them? These questions cascade through their consciousness with devastating force. Their desperate attempts to avoid consequences become increasingly frantic and transparent. They scramble to delete evidence. They attempt to rewrite history. They reach out to allies who no longer answer. They prepare explanations that sound hollow, even to their own ears. This mastermind manipulated others with practiced precision, feeding false information about you to those eager to believe the worst. They identified vulnerabilities in potential allies and exploited these weaknesses to build an army against you. They promised rewards, threatened consequences, manufactured evidence, whatever necessary to recruit soldiers for their campaign. They abused their power, whether positional, financial, or spiritual, to turn people against you. Authority became a weapon in their hands. Influence became a tool for destruction. Trust became the doorway through which they delivered poison. We penetrate their disguise completely now. Their desperate attempt to destroy you, so elaborate, so resource-intensive, so all-consuming, reveals how threatening your authentic power was to their fragile ego construction. They recognized something in you that exposed their counterfeit nature by contrast alone. They look absolutely ridiculous as their true nature stands exposed in the harsh light of universal truth. Their smallness becomes evident against the backdrop of their massive campaign. Their pettiness displays itself in the grandiosity of their attacks. Their spiritual bankruptcy reveals itself in the tactics they employed against a divinely guided being. The universal law of reflection activates with perfect precision. Everything they directed toward you, every curse, every attack, every false accusation, returns to them with multiplication. Not merely threefold as some teachings suggest, but with intensity calibrated exactly to the learning required. Cosmic justice operates with mathematical perfection. Financial losses materialize in their reality with shocking speed. Accounts drain, opportunities vanish, resources diminish. The abundance they attempted to block from reaching you diverts from their own path. The poverty they wished upon you manifests in their experience with ironic accuracy. Legal proceedings emerge from directions they never anticipated. Evidence they thought destroyed resurfaces. Witnesses they thought silenced find their voices. Systems they thought they controlled operate independently. The very structures they tried to use against you become the architecture of their accountability. Chosen, when the game is rigged and you know it. The walls are closing in, but we are fighting back hard. So let's talk about what we're doing about it. When you live by the day at the market's command, where profit and property rule the land, 2. be heard, to be held, to be dealt a fair hand. These are the things that a people demand. And we hear you. The Obsidian Inner Order has paywalls, yes. Those who stand with us, who fuel this mission, they give us ammunition to fight the Archons. And as our thank you, paid members get access to weekly Zoom calls, guidance, insight, and clarity for the road ahead. But kicking a man for being down on the floor, that's something we cannot ignore. That's why, starting today, you can steal the Astral Atom exclusive daily newsletter for free. No paywall, no catch. Just join the Patreon free tier, link in the description. This is the start of our conversation with you, and it's bi-directional. You can reply to any email we send you. We'll read it, we'll hear you, and we'll do our best to get an answer to you from the universe itself. If you can support, we need you. If you can't, take what's free. The Obsidian Inner Order is open. Now, let's get back to work. Their reputation, that fragile construction they valued above integrity, lies destroyed beyond possibility of repair. The same community they turned against you now turns against them. The same platform they used to broadcast lies about you now broadcasts truth about them. The same audience that once believed their stories now sees through every word. We witness their downfall as divine justice manifests through earthly systems and cosmic forces simultaneously. Nothing orchestrated against you goes unanswered. Nothing done in darkness stays hidden. Nothing launched from deception escapes the light of truth. They feel worse every day as their karma intensifies in manifestation. The weight increases with each sunrise. The pressure builds with each moment of awareness. The consequences compound with each attempt to escape them. This inescapable experience forms the crucible of their potential transformation if they possess the courage to face what they've created. Witness their desperate, scrambling to avoid inevitable justice. They employ every tactic that once seemed effective: denial, projection, victim posturing, narrative spinning. Yet nothing works against the unstoppable force of truth in motion. Their evasion attempts appear increasingly pathetic as reality closes in from all sides. They're losing sleep as their subconscious mind processes what their conscious mind still denies. Night offers no escape from the reckoning. Dreams become theaters where consequences play out in symbolic form. Rest eludes them completely as their nervous system registers the approaching judgment. Panic rises as their schemes collapse like dominoes. Each defense they constructed falls faster than the last. Each explanation they prepared sounds hollow when spoken aloud. Each ally they counted on disappears when needed most. The isolation they attempted to create for you manifests in their own experience with perfect symmetry. Stunning realization dawns that their attacks produced zero effect on your divine path. The energy weapons bounced off your protection. The false accusations failed to diminish your light. The community they turned against you finds its way back to truth. Everything they invested in your destruction yielded no return. We perceive their pathetic attempts to escape justice with perfect clarity. The universe allows no debt to remain unpaid. Karma operates with impeccable accounting. Cosmic law functions with unwavering consistency. Their desperate maneuvers to avoid consequences only create more evidence of their responsibility. They look stupid, trying to avoid what they've earned through conscious choice and deliberate action. Their evasion attempts display the same lack of wisdom that drove their original attacks. Their inability to face consequences reveals the same character weakness that motivated their campaign against you. The universe provides endless opportunities to see themselves clearly. Each one rejected becomes the foundation for the next, more intensified lesson. The mastermind will attempt to come back. Watch for this with vigilant discernment. They'll approach with tears manufacturing moisture, voice modulated to mimic sincerity, words selected for maximum emotional impact. The performance deserves recognition for its technical proficiency, while failing completely in authentic resonance. Their apologies drip with calculated precision, just enough acknowledgement to appear remorseful without accepting full responsibility. Their gifts arrive with strategic timing, material offerings meant to distract from spiritual bankruptcy. Their promises flow with practiced eloquence, future-focused to divert attention from past actions left unaddressed. They pretend transformation while hiding unchanged motives. The performance showcases external adjustments without internal evolution. The words sound different while the energy remains identical. The approach varies while the intention, control, manipulation, self-protection stands unchanged. There, love bombing begins with carefully calibrated intensity. Compliments flow, attention amplifies. Recognition of your special nature suddenly becomes their favorite topic. This tsunami of affection serves one purpose: creating emotional confusion that compromises your discernment and boundaries. They beg forgiveness not for your healing, but for their escape from consequences. Each plea contains hidden self-interest. Each tearful request disguises fear of karma. Each promise of change masks terror of cosmic justice. They seek absolution without transformation, forgiveness without accountability, relationship without trustworthiness. We caution you to see through this transparent manipulation attempt. The same energy that orchestrated attacks against you now orchestrates a campaign for your acceptance. The same consciousness that created false documents now creates false remorse. The same intelligence that manipulated others against you now manipulates emotional displays to regain access to your field. They'll look absolutely ridiculous trying to win you back after what they've done. The audacity of their attempt reveals complete disconnection from reality and total disregard for your discernment abilities. Their belief that such transparent manipulation might succeed demonstrates how little they understand about your evolution since their attacks began. While they disintegrate under karmic pressure, your abundance flows with increasing momentum. The blockages they attempted to create through energetic manipulation and false information fail completely. The resources they tried to divert find their way to you through unexpected channels. The opportunities they attempted to sabotage multiply in your experience. Your spiritual gifts amplify as their attacks backfire spectacularly. Each energy weapon they launched created pressure that transformed your spiritual coal into diamonds. Each curse they sent strengthened your divine connection. Each attack they coordinated accelerated your awakening timeline. They intended your destruction but catalyzed your expansion. Your divine protection demonstrates its impenetrable nature. The forces assigned to your safekeeping operate with perfect efficiency. The energetic shield surrounding your being deflects all lower vibrational projections. The light codes embedded in your field activate precisely when needed. You walk through spiritual warfare, completely guarded by forces they cannot comprehend. Your star seed energy shines with increasing brilliance. The galactic frequencies you naturally embody intensify in response to attempted suppression. The cosmic intelligence flowing through your consciousness sharpens with each challenge. The multidimensional awareness you access expands beyond what they could ever imagine attacking. We celebrate your inevitable ascension as they descend through their own choices. Your timeline accelerates toward manifestation while theirs spirals into consequence. Your field expands while theirs contracts. Your connections strengthen while theirs disintegrate. Your clarity increases while theirs diminishes. They feel worse watching you thrive despite their efforts. Perhaps the most exquisite aspect of this divine justice, they invested everything in your destruction only to witness your unprecedented expansion. They coordinated attacks meant to diminish your light, only to watch it grow blindingly brilliant. They attempted to turn a community against you, only to see your authentic tribe gather with increasing loyalty. The very community they rallied now turns against them with the same intensity once directed at you. The mob mentality they cultivated becomes the instrument of their social destruction. The groupthink they encourage now processes evidence of their manipulation with collective outrage. The voices they amplified against you now rise in unified condemnation of their deception. People wake up to how thoroughly they were manipulated by false information. The cognitive dissonance creates temporary discomfort, quickly replaced by righteous indignation. Those who participated in attacks against you based on fabricated evidence now redirect their energy toward those who deceived them. The awakening spreads with virus-like efficiency through social networks, spiritual communities, and personal relationships. The truth about who you really are becomes obvious even to those who once accepted lies without question. Your authentic nature, impossible to permanently disguise, shines through the dissolving fog of deception. Your consistent embodiment of your values stands in stark contrast to the manipulator's shifting personas. Your steadiness during attack demonstrates a spiritual foundation they claimed but never possessed. Their supporters abandon them in accelerating exodus. The once loyal followers recognize manipulation patterns that extend beyond the campaign against you. The defenders realize how they were used as shields for narcissistic agendas. The believers see evidence that destroys faith in the narrative they accepted. Isolation engulfs the deceivers with perfect karmic symmetry. We bear witness to this mass recognition of deception with compassionate observation. The collective awakening serves multiple purposes in the cosmic plan. Those deceived receive opportunities for discernment development. Those who deceived face necessary consequences. Those attacked, you, receive public vindication that heals specific wounds inflicted by public assault. The masterminds and foot soldiers of the campaign against you look incredibly stupid as everyone sees the truth simultaneously. Their sophisticated deception, once appearing so convincing, now seems transparently false to even casual observers. Their elaborate justifications, once accepted without question, now sound ridiculous when repeated. Their authority, once unquestioned, now carries less weight than the words of a child. Justice manifests across all dimensions simultaneously. Their spiritual gifts, once used as weapons against a divine vessel, face revocation through cosmic law. Abilities developed for service but deployed for destruction disappear with stunning suddenness. Channels once open close completely. Downloads once available stop mid-transmission. Powers once taken for granted vanish without warning or explanation. Their spiritual connections sever as higher forces withdraw from corrupted vessels. Guide teams step back. Ancestor support diminishes. Angel frequencies become inaudible. The spiritual isolation they attempted to create for you manifests in their own experience with perfect precision. The beings of light they claimed relationship with remove their energy completely from those who misrepresented divine will. Their faith reverses as they face the consequences of their actions. Belief systems collapse under the weight of contradicting experience. Spiritual identities disintegrate when confronted with evidence of their misalignment. Certainty transforms into existential doubt. The cosmic forces they claimed alignment, would demonstrate through consequence exactly where truth resides. Their energy depletes from failed attacks and karmic backflow. Vitality drains, creativity diminishes, manifestation ability disappears. The life force they weaponized against you withdraws to source for purification and reassignment. The spiritual Bankruptcy they tried to create in your experience manifests in their reality with mathematical precision. We observe their spiritual decline with understanding of its purpose in the greater plan. No true loss exists in the cosmic perspective, only transformation opportunities of varying intensity. The severe depletion they experience creates space for fundamental restructuring should they choose the path of authentic accountability and change. They feel utterly empty as their spiritual power collapses under the weight of misuse. The void they experience, terrifying from human perspective, offers the only possible beginning for authentic spiritual reconnection. The complete dismantling of false spiritual identity creates the necessary conditions for truth to emerge if courage exists to face it. Your divine protection remained impenetrable throughout their entire campaign, despite its intensity and duration. The forces guarding your path never wavered, never weakened, never withdrew, regardless of how convincing the illusion of vulnerability sometimes appeared. The attacks allowed to reach you served specific evolutionary purposes, while the most destructive were deflected completely without your conscious awareness. Your light continues to shine with increasing radiance while they sink into the darkness they chose through repeated action. The contrast grows starker with each passing day. Your luminosity intensifies as theirs diminishes. Your field expands as theirs contracts. Your presence uplifts while theirs depletes. The natural consequence of the energetic choices made by each plays out with perfect cosmic precision. Your truth stands tall, uncompromised, unwavering, undiluted, while their lies disintegrate under the slightest scrutiny. The narrative they, constructed with such effort, cannot withstand even casual investigation. The story you lived requires no defense, no evidence, no validation beyond its own consistent authenticity. Truth requires no elaborate support structure to remain standing. Your path remains clear of the obstacles they attempted to place through energetic and physical means. The divine plan for your journey continues with perfect precision despite their most determined interference attempts. The blockages they created serve as strengthening challenges rather than true impediments. The delays they caused align with divine timing rather than derailing your progression. We stand with you in this glorious vindication, observing, supporting, celebrating the inevitable triumph of truth over deception, light over darkness, divine will over human manipulation. The outcome was determined before the battle began. The victory was assured from the first false document created, the first lie told, the first attack launched against a divinely protected being. They look completely stupid and feel absolutely terrible as you rise victorious through nothing more complex than maintaining your authentic truth while they orchestrated elaborate deceptions. Their defeat arrives not through your counterattack, but through the simple operation of universal law. Their suffering manifests not through your vengeance, but through the natural consequences of their chosen actions. Their exposure happens not through your revelation, but through truth's inevitable emergence. Remember, their attacks against you revealed nothing about your nature and everything about theirs. As they continue looking stupid and feeling worse with each passing day, your light grows stronger, your path clearer, your purpose more evident. Their false information campaign collapsed under its own weight because truth cannot remain hidden forever. Those who took action against you now stand exposed, humiliated, and facing consequences they never anticipated. This represents cosmic justice in its most perfect expression. Each being receiving exactly what they created through conscious choice and deliberate action.